Now, from the home of the 2004 All-Star Game, we're at beautiful Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston as ESPN welcomes you to another edition of Major League Baseball. Today, it's the Milwaukee Brewers taking on the Houston Astros. Hello, everyone. This is John Miller along with Joe Morgan, and we're ready to bring you all the action. Joe, we're just about ready to get started, but very quickly, what about the Brewers in this one?
Well, some people don't like the unbalanced schedule, but I'm not one of them. It really gives your club a chance to get familiar with the opponents that really mean something. It allows old rivalries to thrive and fosters new ones. The key for them is to play their game, control the pace and the flow, and they should be fine.
Andy Pettitte will be doing the pitching. He was a 6-game winner last season.
Well, you have to look at the guy on the mound today, Andy Pettitte. And he had problems with his left elbow last year that eventually required season-ending surgery. But this guy, when he's healthy, he's still one of the top pitchers in the game.
The pregame warm-ups are over. It's about time for baseball. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN. First pitch to him. Changeup just misses. 1-0. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
Most pitchers are trying to keep the fastball down around the knees. That one's just a little too low.
Swung on and lined to right field. Berkman is right there, and he puts it away. And a chance now to take a look at the lineup for the Brewers. Lee is sitting in that number 2 spot in the order. 1 out, none on. First pitch, here it comes. Sinker swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Oh, and he lays off the fastball. Good pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. The 1-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. The cutter almost rung him up, but it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the cutter that time. And there are 2 down.
Great pitch. Pitch on the inside, and he missed it. Strike 3. Well, he strikes him out on the 5th pitch of this at-bat, but he's got to go sit down anyway.
He's really showing a nice rhythm out there in this one. Here's the Astros defense. Two outs, nobody on. First pitch on the way. And he lays off that one down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Popped him up. Lamb is there, and he puts it away for out number 3. Well, they go down quietly. Now we'll go to the bottom of inning number 1, and we have no score. Ben Sheets will be on the mound. He picked up 12 wins last season.
Well, since Ben Sheets is starting this game, I think their chances are pretty good that he's going to pitch well for them. This is a guy who was a stud in the 2000 Olympics, and he's been a stud ever since he's been in the big.
This one swung on and hit in the air. And it's off the wall. The throw to second. And that will not be in time, so he's in there at second.
Great job of getting the double, John. This is the way you want to start the inning.
Here's the lineup for Houston. Lance Berkman is in the 3rd spot. There's a runner at second. No outs yet. First pitch on the way.
This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him. Now he's set. This ball is hammered to left field. If it's fair, it is gone. Out of here! A 2-run homer!
Well, John, I tell you, with the vast majority of big leaguers at the plate, that's a great pitch. But this guy's one of those rare breeds that actually has success hitting that pitch down and in.
Lance Berkman comes in. Last year he had 30 total homers all year. He has slugged .563.
Grounded down the first base line. Overbay is up with it, and he'll step on first for out number 1.
This is just a nice play by the first baseman. He takes care of it and gets the force out.
Base is empty, 1 out.
First pitch, here it comes. Checked his swing, but it's in there. 0-1.
He delivers.
Swing and a soft grounder towards second. Spivey is there. Throws to first, and he's retired for out number 2.
Mike Lamb up to the plate. For the year, in those critical at-bats where a hit can mean some runs, he is hitting above .420. Wow. Currently, he has 64 RBIs.
Swing and a line drive. Overbay is right there, and he'll step on first to retire the side. The Houston Astros pick up a couple here to break the tie. After 1,
Houston with the lead,
2-0.
The heart of the order coming up next.
Bay
will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
First pitch on the way. Swings and hits this one in the air down the right field line. And foul. Here's a swing and a fly ball. And it's through and into the gap. It should be extra bases. The throw to third.
John, this is how you get things started leading off the inning. And he serves it up for a 2-bagger.
Number 12.
He is getting his first look in the batter's box today. No outs, runner at second.
First pitch to him. Sinker just misses. Ball 1. He's at the belt. The 1-0 pitch. Cutter just off the corner, and he falls behind 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. And his throw is in time for out number 1.
Bay steps up to the plate. He didn't have any home runs last season, with a career slugging percentage under .400.
Swings and misses at the sinker. 0-1.
The pitch.
It's easy to chase this pitch because it looks so good when the changeup is up and in, but the hitter stays off of this one.
Now he's set. Here's the 1, and this one's grounded to second.
There's 1.
But he'll hold on to it, so they just get the 1. Overbay
tried his best getting over to third, but they got him.
They almost put a man over to third base, but they fielded it well and made a perfect play at third.
Brady Clark comes to bat here. Last year he had 7 home runs with a career slugging percentage under .400.
This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. Now he sets. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Dropped the changeup 2-0, and he missed it. 2-1. He sets. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Had him guessing fastball to that changeup, and it's even up at 2-2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Cut fastball, swung and missed, and the side is retired.
He takes a cut on this pitch down in the zone, and he comes up empty. Not what his team needed there, but at least he was aggressive.
Yeah, maybe a little overly aggressive there, Joe, seeing as how he didn't even make contact.
Knowing when and when not to swing separates the great ones from the rest.
The Brewers get no runs on 1 hit, and they leave a man at second. On now to the last half of the second. The Astros on top, 2-0.
The 6, 7, 8 hitters are coming up next.
Adam Everett
is due up second in the next half inning.
Curveball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. He takes a called strike to make it 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, and it's 1-2.
The 1-2 pitch.
Big swing and a miss on the changeup. He struck him out. One away.
When you pitch a hitter inside, you better not make a mistake and get it over the plate. He doesn't right here. Perfect pitch, down and in. Here's the changeup coming at you on K-zone. You get a better look at how it moves. A fantastic strikeout pitch here. It's headed down and in, and the batter just didn't have time to adjust. He never had a chance on this one.
Not a real.
This one swung on and hit on a line. Spivey on the run as he gets there in time to put it away.
Ausmus, a 2-time Gold Glove winner. 2 outs, nobody on.
First pitch on the way. Took something off and it swung on and missed. Strike 1.
On the way.
Grounded softly to short. Number 12 is there. Throws to first, and the side is retired. So they go down in short order. They'll go to the top of inning number 3. The Astros lead 2-0.
And the numbers 8, 9, and 1 hitters are due up next.
Erickson
will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
First pitch to him. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Took something off that time, and he's in control. It's 0-2.
0-2. Let's see if they want to finish him right here or waste one.
Swing and a miss on the sinker. 1 away.
That sinking fastball will get the job done every time. Nice pitch. Here's a replay of those last 3 pitches. Great pitches on the replay.
Yeah, nice work, Joe. He didn't give him much to hit that time, that's for sure.
Sheets
will get his first shot in this one right here. 1 out, nobody on.
First pitch on the way. Sinker swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Sinker swung on and missed, and that's out number 2.
Nice pitch on the inside corner, and he got him chasing it.
Boy, he wanted that one. You could see it in his body language. He just got out-dueled by the pitcher on that one.
Erickson will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Base is empty, 2 down here.
First pitch, here it comes.
He kicks, he throws.
Swung on and grounded towards the hole. Bagwell has got it. And he'll step on first to retire the side. And they go down in short order. Now we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Houston leads it 2-0.
They'll start at the 9th spot and then go to the top of the order next.
Jason Lane
will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
First pitch to him. High and tight for ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. The 1-0 pitch is a changeup. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. This one swung on and hit down the line and right. Clark is there and puts it away for out number 1.
And he's pitching well right now. That's 7 straight he's retired.
Base is empty, 1 out.
First pitch, here it comes. Swings and misses at that fastball. It's 0-1. Right back to the mound. Hall has it on to first. 2 down.
This is the textbook play by the shortstop. Nice throw to first to get him out.
Lane will stand in. He homered earlier in the game.
2 outs, nobody on.
First pitch on the way. Curveball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch on the way. slider just misses the black, and he falls behind 2-0. The 2-0 pitch on the way. Curveball waved at and missed. 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball, swung on and missed. 2-2. The 2-2 coming. Slider just about had him, but it's a full count now. The 3-2 pitch. And he looks at one that misses off the plate, ball 4. Berkman,
A switch hitter batting left-handed. Runner at first with 2 down.
first pitch to him.
Now he swings and there's a drive. Very high in the air. Right center field deep. Gone! A 2-run homer. And with the 2-run big fly, they have doubled their lead up to 4. And he decides he likes that first pitch, and right out of the yard it goes.
And some guys, though, John, they like to take a pitch or two to get into the rhythm, get the feel for what the pitcher's throwing right now. But he was swinging away, and it paid off big time.
Yeah, some guys get in the rhythm a little more quickly than others.
Bagwell will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Bases empty, 2 down.
First pitch to him. This ball is hammered down the left field line, but it goes foul.
Well, they're chanting his name, and he can hear it. And this crowd is excited. This game is going the way they want it to go.
The 0-1 pitch, a fastball swung on and missed. 0-2.
Here's the pitch.
Now here's a swing and a fly ball. Erickson puts it away, and the side is retired. The Astros add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. We're through 3 here at the ballpark. The Astros on top, 4-0.
And they've got the 2, 3, 4 spots due up next.
Carlos Lee
Will be the first man up.
first pitch, here it comes. And the sinker's in there, no balls and a strike. Started to go around, but he held up in time to even the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Good downward action to that sinker, and it's 1-2.
The 1-2 pitch coming.
Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. The throw to second.
They're starting this inning out in grand style. The base hit with no one out.
Spivey will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on the way. Cutter just misses. Ball 1. Now he sets. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Cutter just off the corner, and he falls behind 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. There's a swing and a rocket toward short. And that falls for a base hit.
John, and this is how big innings get started. First 2 guys get hits. Now the pitcher is something to think about out there. And I guess it's time for a little heart-to-heart talk here, John. It doesn't seem like they're going to pull him right away, probably just considering making the change later on.
Overbay will step in. 1 for 1 in this game.
No one out, and runners at first and second.
First pitch to him. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fastball waved at and missed. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to second. And his throw gets him. 1 away. Number 12
Comes in. He didn't have any home runs last season, with a career slugging percentage under 400.
Here's a check swing, but it's called a strike anyway. 0-1.
He kicks, he throws.
The pitcher has him 0-2. I look for him to go inside and then back outside.
sinker, swung on and missed, and that's out number 2.
Man, the sinker's really moving. The hitters can't catch up with it today.
He just looks silly flailing away at this one, Joe, as if he were trying to swat bugs or something.
Well, that's what pitches up and in can do to a hitter. If you miss it, you'll look foolish.
Get this man a fly swatter.
First pitch on the way. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. Swung on at a high drive down the right field line and foul. And this one's grounded to second. Bagwell has got it, and he'll step on first to retire the side. The Milwaukee Brewers get 2 men in scoring position on a couple of hits, but can't get the key hit to bring anybody around. Now we move on to the bottom of the 4th. Houston leads it 4-0.
The 5, 6, 7 spots due up.
Adam Everett
will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
Fastball runs inside, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch on the way.
Man, he put everything into that swing. That one would have traveled a long way if he would have hit it.
Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Now a swing of the ball is hit high in the air to right field. This one is really struck well.
Here's a guy that's at his most effective when he can extend those arms and take a big cut at the ball up in the zone like that. We've seen him do that before. That's where he likes it. John, he delivers a 4-seam fastball on this one. Let's take a look at it on K-Zone. Just a great piece of hitting here. This one's going up and away. He just put the bat head out there, and he hit the big fly.
That is a solo homer, Joe, but a solo bomb. My, oh my, that thing was crushed.
Vizcaíno
will dig in now. Switch hitter who bats left-handed.
First pitch on the way. Just missed with the fastball. Ball 1. Now the 1-0 pitch. The 1-0 pitch, a fastball swung on and missed. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Good looking fastball, but called the ball. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. On the ground to first. Overbay has it. And he'll step on first for out number 1.
Nice play over there at first just to keep that one for himself.
Adams is coming in now to pitch. He picked up 12 wins last season, possessing an ERA just above 2.90.
Well, they had to turn to the bullpen a little earlier than they'd hoped, but that starter just wasn't getting it done out there. Good move to get him out of there.
First pitch to him. There's a swing and a bullet towards the hole, and that one falls in there base hit. The throw to second.
You're not going to find a whole lot of guys that like that pitch up and in, but here's one of them. He can drive that inside pitch, and he got good wood on it that time.
First pitch, a slider in there, 0-1.
He throws.
This is swung on and lined softly out behind second base. Spivey has it, and that'll hold the runner at first. Pettit will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
Runner on first, 2 outs.
He's running, heading for second. And he's in there at second.
Here's another look at the steal. He beats the throw easily.
Yeah, and I tell you what, he didn't have much of a jump from first base, Joe. That slide, I thought, was a big one.
Well, sometimes, John, you can tip the pitcher off if you get too big a lead, so he did a good job on this one.
And he dives back safely. He's at the belt. The one. This one swung on and hit down the line and right. Clark is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. The Houston Astros pick up a run on the homer and add to their lead.
And we'll head to the 5th here in Houston.
The Astros lead it 5-0.
It's the bottom 3 of the batting order coming up.
Brady Clark
will be the first man up.
First pitch to him. And that swung on and missed. 0-1. Swing and a roller towards the hole. Lamb has it. Over to first for out number 1. Paul will be the batter. 0 for 1 thus far.
1 out, none on.
First pitch on the way.
And he delivers.
Popped him up, way up there, near third base. Lamb is there, and he puts it away.
Two outs, nobody on.
First pitch, here it comes. This is swung on and hit on the ground. Pettit is there. Throws on to first, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, and no one left on. We go to the last of the 5th.
Houston is out in front,
5-0.
The top of the order is due up next.
Lance Berkman
is due up third, and they're going to have to watch out for him.
First pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on and missed. It's 0-1. He lays off the curveball. Good pitch, but it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to short. Paul has it on the hop. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
That shortstop's right there to glove it, and then fires to first base for the out.
Lane will step in with a couple of RBIs already in this one.
Base is empty with 1 out.
First pitch to him. Swing and a ground ball to short. Bay is there to play it on the hop. And he throws to first in time for out number 2. Berkman will be the batter. He homered back in the first.
2 outs, nobody on.
First pitch, here it comes. Cut on and missed, and it's 0-1.
He throws. Here's the ball hit high in the air, deep into left field, way back there.
Oh, and it's off the wall.
John, with 2 outs, you just want to hit a ball hard somewhere, and he comes up with a solid base hit.
2 outs, a man on first.
First pitch on the way.
Here's another look at the wild pitch, John. I know he wishes he had this one back.
Well, I don't know if he just tried to snap it off a little too hard, held a little bit too long. Whatever, he's given up an extra base hit.
Fastball waved at and missed. 1-1. A throw back to second, and he has to dive, but he's back in time. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. And he gambled and lost there as he's tagged out on his way to third. So, no runs, 1 hit, and nobody left. We've played 5 full. The Astros lead 5-0.
And if you just tuned in, we want to remind you that I'm John Miller, along with Joe Morgan. Major League Baseball here on ESPN. And the top of the order is coming up.
Carlos Lee
is due up second in the next half inning.
A fastball up and in will keep the hitter from leaning out over the plate.
Got the fastball by him that time, and he's in control now, 0-2. Good cutter, swung out and missed for the first down.
This is a tough pitch to handle, but he takes a swing at it anyway.
Well, he had to, right?
Well, yeah, it would have been a strike regardless, but sometimes you got to make the pitcher work a little bit harder and take one for the team.
1 out, nobody on.
First pitch, here it comes. Cut fastball, swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
The pitch.
Lays off the cutter. Good pitch, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
In order to be effective, this pitch has to be down in the zone, not up there.
Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. The 2-1 pitch is a changeup. Swung on and missed. 2-2. The 2-2 coming. Fastball. Got him. 2 down.
Well, he was looking dead red. He got the fastball, but he could not make contact. Strike 3.
Spivey will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Bases empty, 2 down.
First pitch on the way. Checked his swing that time, and it misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 delivery. Swing and an easy ground ball to short. Lamb is right there. Throws to first in time for out number 3. The Brewers are shut down again, and that's 6 innings without a run so far. On to the bottom of the 6th.
Houston with the lead.
5-0.
The 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up next.
Adam Everett
will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
First pitch to him.
Well, he didn't get cheated. That's the big fly swing.
Too far inside, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch.
That pitch will keep him from leaning out over the plate on the next one.
The 2-1 pitch. Good plate discipline to lay off the changeup there, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch on the way. There's a good pitch at the knees, and it's full. 3-2.
That's a perfect location for a strikeout. Let's see if he goes back there again.
This is the payoff pitch coming.
If you're going to throw a slider, you have to throw a strike with it in that situation.
Vizcaíno.
He's a switch hitter, batting right-handed.
First pitch on the way. Swung on and grounded towards the hole. To second for 1.
And 2. A double play. He picked this one up nicely and then went around Cape Horn to get the double play.
John, it's like infield practice, except this time they get 2. Nice work to get the double play.
Everett will step in. 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Bases empty, 2 down here.
First pitch to him. Changeup in there for a called strike.
Here it comes.
There's a swing and a bullet towards the hole. Bay is right there, and he will put it away to retire the side. No runs, no hits, nobody left. On to the 7th inning we go. The Astros on top, 5-0.
The big hitters in the lineup right there in the middle coming up next. Bay will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
First pitch, here it comes. Now a swing and a ball hit on the ground. And a step on first for out number 1.
I like the nice execution here by the first baseman, and he gets the force out.
Number 12 will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch, here it comes. Fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Hit sharply towards the hole. The throw to second.
Good pitch that time. Gets him to hit it on the ground, but you can see just by picking him up and laying him down, he legs this one out for a base hit.
First pitch to him. That's in there for a strike at the letters. The 0-1 pitch, a fastball swung on and missed. 0-2. Struck him out, and that's strikeout number 8 thus far.
Great pitch. Pitch on the inside, and he missed it. Strike 3.
Joey was picking on this hitter, working that inside on this one.
Well, he also made the pitcher's job easier by being off on his swing.
Clark will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far. Starts him out with a fastball for a strike.
He delivers.
Swing and an easy ground ball to short. Lamb is up with it. And they throw over to second for the force to retire the side. The Milwaukee Brewers just can't figure anything out, and through 7, they remain without the benefit of a run.
7th inning stretch time in Houston. Houston is out in front,
5-0.
It's the number 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up.
Craig Biggio
will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
First pitch on the way.
One of the problems with the curveball is if you do not get enough rotation on it, it will not break sharply and it'll hang.
Now the 1-0 pitch. 1-0 pitch is a curve, swung on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and it's now 1-2.
Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way.
Here's a swing and a soft liner towards left center. And that gets down for a base hit.
John, now they're really in business. A base hit with no one out.
Pettit will stand in. He's 0 for 2 thus far.
Runner at first.
Now a throw over.
Runner at first, nobody out.
First pitch, here it comes.
That's what you call backing him off the plate. This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him.
He's at the belt. The 1-0 pitch. Change up, waved at and missed. 1-1. Now a spin and a throw back to second. A dive, but he's back in easily. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball, and it's 1-2.
The 1-2 pitch.
Hard slider misses. 2-2. He spins and throws back to second, and he's back easily, but he made a dive just to make sure. He's at the belt. Here's the 2-2 pitch.
That's a hard-breaking curveball right there. He threw it right past him for the strikeout.
Craig Biggio
steps up. Last season, he clobbered 24 home runs. With his career slugging percentage under .440.
He watches the curve in there for a called strike.
The pitch.
Swings and lines this one towards the hole, and it drops in for a base hit.
I tell you what, there's a reason why that zone is colored red on his hit chart. There isn't a batter alive that wouldn't love to see pitches right down the middle every time he steps up.
Jason Lane
steps in. Last season, he hit 4 out of the park. In his career, his slugging percentage is .526.
First pitch on the way.
Here's another look for a wild pitch. Now, I know he wishes he had this one back.
Well, I don't know if he just tried to snap it off a little too hard, held a little bit too long. Whatever, he's given up an extra base there.
Trying to keep him close, and he's back in time. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Fastball waved at and missed. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery.
Man, that'll wake you up in a hurry. This is just a wild pitch, John, and the manager's not happy.
Well, it just got away from him.
He's at the belt. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Here's another look for a wild pitch, John. I know he wishes he had this one back.
Well, I don't know if he just tried to snap it off a little too hard, held a little bit too long. Whatever, he's given up an extra base hit.
Here's a swing and a fly ball. Lee is back to the warning track, but he makes the catch.
This one's hit pretty well, but it stays in the park, and the left fielder's able to range back and put it away.
2 outs, nobody on.
First pitch, here it comes. Grounded back to the mound. Hall has got it. And he'll get in there without a play.
Well, this is something of a rude welcome. First batter he faces, he leaves one right there, and he serves up a base hit.
First pitch. And here's a fly ball to straightaway left. Lee is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. The Houston Astros scored 2 on 3 hits, and they strand a man on base. We'll move ahead to the 8th. The Astros lead it 7-0.
It's the number 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up.
Erickson
will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
First pitch to him. Sinker just misses. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0 delivery. The sinker just off the corner, and he falls behind 2-0.
Any good hitter will tell you the toughest pitch to handle is one that's breaking down and away.
The 2-0 pitch on the way. He got his 2-0 fastball, and he missed it. 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. Here he comes. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite. And now it's 3-1. 3 balls and a strike. Here he comes. On the ground to short. Everett has got it. And his throw gets him. 1 away.
The shortstop makes a nice play here, and they get the force out at first.
1 out, nobody on.
First pitch on the way. Swings and misses at the good change. It's 0-1.
On the way.
Now here's the ball grounded towards the hole. The throw to second.
This is what you want from a pinch hitter. He comes into the game cold and delivers a knock.
With 1 out, there's a runner at first.
Over to first.
Runner at first, 1 down.
A throw back to the bag.
1 on, 1 out.
First pitch, here it comes. They throw behind the runner at second. A dive, but he's back in easily. Now he sets. Now here's a swing and a fly ball.
Gone! A 2-run homer. Well, it doesn't put him right back in the ball game, but it gives him a little life anyway. A 2-run homer, and now they're down by 5.
Listen, when you're holding on to a lead late in the ball game and you're on the mound, you've got to keep your team in the game.
So, making a fat pitch here that just was not a good idea.
Well, John, no way at this time of the ball game you're supposed to feel invincible. You still need to make good pitches and to take this thing home.
Carlos Lee
steps up now. He hit 31 home runs last year. Lifetime, his career slugging percentage is .488.
Fastball just misses. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 pitch on the way. And this is hit in the air to straightaway left. And that falls for a base hit. The throw to second.
Well, John, I'll tell you, with the vast majority of big leaguers at the plate, that's a great pitch. But this guy's one of those rare breeds that actually has success hitting that pitch down and in.
And he dives back safely.
With 1 out, there's a runner at first.
First pitch on the way. There's a swing and a bullet towards the hole.
Over to second for 1.
And 2. A double play.
They needed the ground ball there, and they got it.
And, John, that's pretty. Right around the horn for 2. Nice turn by the second baseman. Excellent job to finish it off.
The Brewers cut into that deficit by a couple of runs, but they still got a long way to go. Here come the Astros in the last half of the 8th. The Astros lead 7-2.
The 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up next.
Morgan Ensberg
will be the first man up.
First pitch to him. Swing and a miss, although he looked to be right on it.
Pitch on the way.
Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2. Got him. One away.
Great location on this pitch. He kept it down and caught the corner. He has punished him here, John. 3 great pitches.
Well, he's got to have great stuff because you don't see guys go down on 3 pitches like that very often.
Very nice.
Burke comes to bat now. It's the first time at the plate for him.
First pitch to him.
Not many people can handle that fastball up and away.
Swing and a miss, and he falls behind 0-2.
Now you're in the hole. You just got to concentrate on making contact.
Tried to get him to chase one, but he wouldn't, and it's ball 1.
A 1-2 pitch coming.
A swing and a fly ball to left center field. Lee dives, and he makes the catch. Oh, man.
Lee makes an incredible diving catch, and here's another chance to see it.
Well, you get a good look at it here, John. This ball's trouble from the second it leaves the bat, but he's able to stretch out and make a nice catch.
Everett will come to bat now. He's 1 for 3 in the game. First pitch on the way. Fastball misses away, ball 1.
Well, they're not going to chase pitches up and away. He's going to have to get the ball down before they start swinging.
Now the 1-0 pitch. The 1-0 pitch is a changeup. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is swung on and hit in the air. Erickson makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here in the inning. We're through 8. 9th inning coming up. Houston leads it 7-2.
The big hitters, power hitters, the middle of the batting order coming up.
Bay
will try and get something started. He's up 3rd in the next inning.
First pitch, here it comes. Slider just misses. 1 ball, no strikes.
One of the toughest pitches to pull is that pitch breaking down and in. A lot of guys will pull it foul or even try to go the other way.
There's a swing and a ground ball. Everett is there to play it on the hop. Over to first for out number 1. Number 12 will come to bat now. He's 1 for 3 in the game.
Nobody on base with 1 out.
First pitch, here it comes.
After 2 pitches away, that one inside keeps you honest.
The 1-0 pitch on the way. The 1-0 pitch, a fastball, swung on and missed. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Good-looking fastball, but called a ball. 2-1.
Well, they're setting up inside, but just missed off the inside corner.
Here's the 2-1 pitch on the way. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a soft grounder towards second. Lidge has it on the hop. On to first for out number 2. Bay will step in. He's 0 for 3 up to this point.
Base is empty, 2 down.
First pitch to him.
Fastball in will set up the next pitch. That'll keep the outside corner for the pitcher.
Here's the 1-0 delivery.
That one just broke down and out of the strike zone.
The 2-0 pitch, here it comes. Right back to the mound. Lidge has it. The Houston Astros
are able to win this ball game pretty handily, Joe. Nothing like having a little home cooking when you're playing a ball game, is there? And they certainly looked like they were very happy to be here at home.
And John, as a player, you always like having that 10th man on your side, and these fans provided that lift today.
Andy Pettit
was tough out there in the mound tonight, and I think we have to say he is our ESPN Video Games Player of the Game.
Pettit's a pitcher that you can count on to eat up a lot of innings while limiting his mistakes out there on the mound. It was another solid outing for him in this game, and you've got to love the steady presence he brings to the ballpark.
So that ought to do it. Carl Ravitch is coming your way next with Baseball Tonight, featuring a complete recap of the day in baseball. Until next time, this is John Miller for Joe Morgan saying Thanks for joining us this afternoon.
The final score once again,
The Houston Astros get the win
7-2.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to ESPN.com.
So long from Houston.